good evening. My name is Oz. I currently live in Yerushalayim, thank God. I made Aliyah about 2 years ago. I've been living in Israel for 4 years, and as Joshua Wander just said, I just came back from a trip with him to America to speak to Jewish communities there about the importance of making Aliyah. I am currently a college student. I'm getting my master's at Bar Ilan, and my Aliyah benefits are helping subsidize that degree. I also work for an organization called Thrive Study Abroad, where we set up study abroad programs for college students, who most of whom are from American college campuses, that they should come to Israeli universities for their study abroad. Basically, the founder, Rabbi Isaacs, found that in order to have a real lasting connection with the land of Israel, you would have to spend 4 or 5 months here, and a great way to do that for people my age is to do a study abroad semester. So I work with helping bring people here. Obviously, since the war started, that's been a little bit difficult. So we have a pledge campaign, which for anyone watching who is high school or college age who wants to maybe do study abroad in Israel, you can go to ipledgeforisrael.org, take a 5-second pledge, and we will help set you up with the perfect English-speaking Israeli college program for you. Obviously, we have all seen what is going on American college campuses and college campuses around the world in the past few months. Universities are not safe for Jews, and that's not just physically. Ideologically, they are not safe for Jews. They are teaching their students poison, and in turn, their students are practicing what they have been preached about. This generation has unfortunately been fed this anti-Semitic vitriol of we need to become revolutionaries against the enemy, and the enemy is always the Jew, because the Jew is always the scapegoat. I see my friends in America, and I am shocked that they have not run over here. But to be honest, I've been shocked that they haven't been running for a very long time. Not in that they should be running away, but that they should be running too. I've always felt very, very strongly about Israel my whole life. My parents are Israeli. I've been coming here since I was a baby. And this is it for the Jewish people. And if you know the story, if you know the goals and the collective responsibility of the Jewish people, you know we have to be here. When I came back from America, which maybe I'll give a little story or two from my time in America. When I came back, I remember I was reading in Rabbi Strass's Parsha book, Covenant and Conversation on Bamidbar. I remember he pointed out that the Tana Aviram called Egypt a land flowing with milk and honey. And I remember reading this and just feeling, after seeing these religious Jewish communities in America, I was crying, because truer words had not been spoken about how diaspora Jews view their situation. The place that is enslaving you, the place that takes your babies from you and sticks them into walls if you did not build enough bricks, the place that has destroyed your family, that has taken every freedom and liberty from you, is the land flowing with milk and honey? That sacred holy name that was given to Eretz Yisrael? We were at an event called Kosher Palooza in New Jersey, which is a fully kosher food festival. And I was shocked. I mean, I could tell you I was like crying on the car ride home, because I was so shocked at how disconnected the Jewish community was. I remember super Haredi, yeshivish, Hasidish people. I was asking, have you ever thought about making Aliyah? And so quickly they said, no. How can you be a Torah Jew and never think, it doesn't even cross your mind to live in Eretz Yisrael? There was a couple, I remember, they said, we're waiting for Mashiach. To which I responded, Mashiach is waiting for you. We are not a people who wait for miracles to happen. We believe in miracles, we believe in God, but we believe that God chose us to be his partner in creation and to be his partner in making the world a better place. So how dare we sit back and say, I'm waiting for Mashiach. I'm waiting for a miracle. Oh, just help me out. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to let you do all the work, God. That is not what the Jewish people are about. In Megillat Esther, one of my favorite parts of the entire Tanakh, Mordechai says to Esther, if you shall be silent at this time, relief and deliverance will come to the Jews through another path. Don't worry, God has got us. Mashiach is coming, the temple will be rebuilt, we will get out of exile. But if you shall be silent at this time, you and your family will be destroyed. And who knows if it was for this moment that you were chosen for royalty. That is what it means to be a Jew. Not to sit back and wait. Not to sit back and let someone else do the work, but to say, what can I do to help this effort? I see what's going on in America. My hometown, I don't like saying hometown, but the place I was raised, let's call it, Los Angeles, just a couple days ago, saw a pogrom. Jews being beat up in the streets of Pico Robertson, pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas protesters protesting a synagogue. We all look back at Germany, at Poland, at Europe in the 1930s and say, how could they have not seen the signs? If that was me, I would have left. And then we see the same signs happening, people literally saying, it's like 1930s Germany up in here, and saying, but it's gonna be fun. This is different, it's different this time. I know the last 5 million times this has happened to the Jewish people, it has ended the exact same way, but this time's different. It's not. It's not. Learn a lesson from your ancestors who davened every single day with real kavanah to come here. And when you pick up your siddur and say that you want to return, that you want to see the Beit HaMikdash rebuilt, that you want to see Jews back in their homeland and the divine presence restored to Jerusalem, that those are not empty words. I know that making Aliyah is difficult. I did it on my own. I am fully on my own here. It is scary, and I'm figuring out how to be an adult at the same time as figuring out a new country. I'm paying rent for the first time and bills for the first time, all while doing my degree and working and all that stuff. I know it's difficult. But if you are not facing Israel, you are not facing the right direction. Why do you face Mizrach when you daven? Because that is the direction you should be pointing. And so to all of those out there who may be looking at this live stream or watching it after the fact, if you are in college, if you are in high school, do not spend a single penny at these Hamas-loving, Qatar-funded hotbeds of terrorism America likes to call its universities. There are incredible programs opening up. There are incredible programs that already exist, but even more are opening up in light of everything that's going on that are in English. If you're not ready to learn Hebrew, that you can do Ulpan, and Ulpan will be paid for if you make Aliyah, that are much cheaper, that are some of the best universities that you can go to. You can get those university degrees here, and you won't have to face that bigotry and that indoctrination towards terror. And you will be in a place where you belong, and you will have a foundation to start your life here. So I hope that anyone out there who is thinking about coming to university in Israel goes to the Nefesh B'Nefesh websites, looks up the universities here in Israel, or goes to thrivestudyabroad.org or ipledgeforisrael.org, where if you take our pledge, we will set you up with the best program for you, whether that's just for a semester or for your entire degree. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hila. Okay, our next speaker.